Do you have diabetes, panic attacks or depression? Do you feel lost or disconnected? Stick around until the end of this video for my insights and practical tips on how to improve the quality of your life. This is just amazing. It looks unbelievable. Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video I want to share with you what led me to photography, how photography helps me with my disabilities, and how it can help you with yours if you have any. Or even if you don't have, it can also help, somehow. What I mean is how photography can be a positive change in your life. But before we dive in, a small disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, this is not medical advice. All information regarding health disorders in this video is for informational purposes only. So if you decide to follow my footsteps, you're doing so at your own risk. Now, with that out of the way, jump back to the video. Let's rewind a bit to the spring of 2023. At that period of my life, I had been living in Poland for 3 years, working as a car tinter with my best friend. Hello, Dima. And it was amazing. I was hitting the gym 3 to 5 times a week, hiking the beautiful Polish Tatra mountains, spending nights in the wilderness camping, and enjoying other outdoor activities. A dream. But why there's always a but? 2 months later, in July of the same year, I ended up in the hospital with extremely high blood sugar levels, up to 500 millimoles per liter or 27 milligrams per deciliter. For those of you with diabetes, you know these are pretty high levels. For those of you who don't know, it's about 5 times above the norm and basically a pre-coma state. I knew I had a pre-diabetic condition back in 2022, but doctors told me it's type 2 diabetes and that sticking to a healthy diet and plenty of exercise can improve my blood sugar levels. I didn't take it seriously back at the time, because I had no symptoms and I was already doing physically demanding work, so I thought, whatever, big mistake. At the hospital, however, they told me it's type 1 diabetes and that I needed an immediate insulin therapy, which was a scary step to make, because once you start it, it's almost impossible to quit taking insulin shots. But I didn't have much choice. 3 weeks later, I've got out of the hospital with a mildly normalized blood sugar levels and a lifelong sentence of type 1 diabetes. Basically, my immune system was killing my pancreas cells, which produces insulin. That's why I needed external injections. Hoping to get back to work as soon as possible, I faced an unpleasant reality. I could not work anymore, at least physically, because my energy levels were vanishing almost immediately, even after the smallest physical activity. Goodbye gym, hiking, sleeping in a tent, and every other outdoor activity. But most importantly, I've realized I was not able to sustain my life in Poland anymore, the country which I loved so much. The next 5 months I spent in research, never-ending doctor's appointments, and spending all the money I have accumulated over the years on finding a solution to my fatigue, but with zero results. I cannot describe to you what it means to count every carb you eat and calculate the dose of insulin, every single meal, for almost 2 years, checking blood sugar levels like 20 times a day, feeling weak all the time, to the point when something simple like walking in the park feels impossible. And hypoglycemia, it's a whole different story. If you miscalculate your insulin dose, it can drop your blood sugar levels too low, which is dangerous and can even be fatal. Not being able to find a remote job, physically and mentally drained, with almost no money left and being on the verge of depression, I decided to leave Poland and go to Bulgaria to see my family, hoping I can recharge, rest, and start my life anew. Besides that, my parents told me they had found a good doctor here who could theoretically help me. So I packed the remnants of my life in Poland, namely my PC, mountain boots, and a pack of insulin, and flew to Bulgaria on New Year's Eve. First couple of months I've spent in medical institutions, visiting different doctors, taking countless blood tests, trying new insulin types and other medication with only a minuscule improvement. But improvement nonetheless. And then I started feeling something rising in me, which was hope. Hope that my condition could be improved. Day by day I felt better. I needed less and less insulin shots. I could walk again, though not for long distances like before, but still. By sticking to a strict diet, I lost almost 30 kilograms, an important factor in treating diabetes. Then we moved from Plovdiv to Bansko, a town located in the mountains 1,000 meters above sea level. And that's when a true miracle began. I almost completely stopped using insulin. Doctors call this the honeymoon phase in diabetes, where some patients can experience the improvement after the starting of therapy. But I believe there were more factors at play. The higher altitude meant my body needed more oxygen, which led to burning more energy and improved insulin sensitivity. At least that's the theory. And there is another contributing factor, which we will talk about a bit later. I could not be happier. My strength was coming back bit by bit, and my hope levels were peaking. Reflecting on the past 2 years living with type 1 diabetes, I can tell you what helped me the most. Finding the right medications, sticking to a strict diet, losing weight, maintaining a good sleep schedule, quitting smoking, moving to higher altitude, physical activity, clean air and water. All that contributed to my overall health improvement. And don't repeat my mistakes. Visit your doctor regularly and treat your health with respect, so it can bring you joy and happiness in the long run. So where is photography in all that, you ask? Here it comes. Even before moving to Bulgaria, I felt like my life was over. I became indifferent to almost every theoretical occupation or job opportunity. Nothing interested me anymore. And I've decided since my life is over, I'm free in a way, and why not try something creative? I have always been a creative person. I spent almost 15 years in music production, playing guitar in different bands, composing music for advertisements, but I had no success and eventually burned out. So I decided to try something different this time. As you may have guessed, it was photography. I have always loved photography, but never took it seriously before. And I thought to myself, why not give it a shot? And here we are. At first I was using my phone, but ditched it quickly and took an old DSLR camera from the wardrobe. After a month of shooting with my old Nikon D3100, I've decided to upgrade to a mirrorless camera in order to make my photos better and try to catch some wildlife. Now this Canon R7 is a part of my gear family. It has great capabilities and gives me joy and motivation to get out and shoot some photos. That's when photography became the second contributing factor to my health improvement. I was completely immersed in it, striving to learn more and improve every single day. I felt alive again, ready to start a new chapter in my life. Now here comes the most important part of my message. If you have any disability like diabetes, panic attacks, depression, ADHD, OCD, or anything else, if you feel lost or disconnected, or if other people dismiss your struggles or call you a pretender, you are not alone. I feel your pain, I've been there, and I know what I'm talking about. I've struggled from panic attacks for years, same is with depression, and now diabetes, but there is a way to improve the quality of your life and return to that carefree state of mind. For me, it was photography. It taught me how to be present in the moment, how to notice small things in life, reminded me how to breathe deeply and be mindful. Every time I go out for a photo shoot, it brings me joy, calms my mind, and helps me appreciate life more. It keeps me from spiraling into dark thoughts or depression. Focusing on the subject in the field, thinking about composition, shutter speed, aperture, ISO, exposure compensation, checking out horizon level and setting up other gear, being outdoors and inhaling fresh air. All that makes me feel happy, connected to nature and grounded in the present moment. And let me tell you, bird photography is just out of this world. It evokes something deep in me, maybe a hunter's instinct, I don't know. But yeah, if you're already a photographer but never captured wildlife or birds, you should definitely try it. Of course, it's not a substitute for proper therapy, but a good hobby can definitely help with treatment. I know that from my own experience. Maybe photography isn't your thing. Find a hobby that resonates with you and reignites that spark of life and curiosity. Start improving in it every day, and soon you'll see progress. Trust me, I've only started taking photography seriously in August of 2024, and look at how much progress I've already made. Look, it's progress! If I can do it, so can you. Just look at me. I'm almost 35, a loser with nothing behind my back. All my dreams crushed, all my projects failed. But life goes on, and only you decide what you want to do with it moving forward. Remember the Ring of Solomon? This too shall pass. It won't always be bad, just take one day at a time. We've already covered my insights on diabetes and depression. Now it's high time for some practical tips on panic attacks. This one helped me a lot back in the day when I learned that what I was having is called a panic attack. First of all, find a cognitive behavioral therapy specialist. I wish somebody told me about CBT sooner, because all the advice I got back then was pull yourself together, or come on, you're just making it all up. So yeah, find the nearest cognitive behavioral therapy center and make a call. Second of all, and this is a more practical one, for those of you who have already taken all possible tests and are sure that what you're experiencing is in fact panic attacks and that your body is otherwise healthy, try this. As soon as the panic attack starts and puts you in that stressful, fearful condition, and you start feeling the symptoms, which panic attack typically cause, here is a fun trick. Start counting to 12, and with each number, make fun of your symptoms. For example, 1. Oh, come on, panic attack. I know you can do better than this. 2. Hey, panic attack, you are not performing hard enough. I can still breathe. 3. Racing heart? Pfft, come on, panic attack, try harder. And keep going, counting each symptom as you address it. The key is to smile and make fun of it. I know, this might sound weird or impossible, but trust me, it can make all the difference. Try it and see for yourself. For those of you still watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support and dedication. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you find this content helpful and want to see more of my life experiences in the future. To summarize, if you want to start photography in 2025, now is the best time because of all the free resources available online. All I've learned about photography in the past 6 months was free through YouTube. So yeah, don't put off your New Year's resolutions any longer. Start today. And for those of you with disabilities, don't give up. You are not alone, and you can do this. Try something new this year. Pursue that dream you've always had. Even if it doesn't work out, it can broaden your horizons and bring you to unexpected places. Keep pushing forward, even if no one believes in you. I do. And I know we can do this, because I did it. And if I did it, so can you. I know it's hard, but promise me this. At least try to step over the threshold of despair. Great things are waiting there for you. Well, that's it for now. I hope this was helpful. Share your tips and insights on how you deal with a disability in the comments below. And let's help each other. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Cheers!
I'm just so lucky to be here and to be alive. This place is amazing. Just look.